What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a cleric tribal brew. There's been quite a few of these that have gone up all over the place on the interwebs, so I'm sure you've seen some versions of it. But I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring and see what I could come up with. And without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Clerical Era. These are one of those tribes, like elves, like goblins, and merfolk, that of the five, because we got 5 of these in Dominaria United, these lords that give +1/+1 to a specific tribe. And of those, the soldier one is the one that actually has the most support currently in standard. But we're about to head into spoiler season. We're just about a week out from spoilers, and I think clerics are gonna get, and elves and all the others are gonna get some much needed love come the next set. But for now, we play with what we've got, and it's not terrible, honestly. I mean, you don't have to go full tribal, but we've got some good clerics. We start off with Lunarch Veteran, which is going to help us gain some life, which is of course great when you're playing a full playset of Voice of the Blessed, which can just be in and of itself the win con. But if you can't get that to go off, then there's a couple of other tricks we have up our sleeve. So let's get right into it. We've got some removal, but not too heavy on the removal. Putting them all over here in their own little column. We've got some cut downs. We've got some Destroy Evils, some Fateful Absences, and some Path of Perils. Pretty nice. We can also, of course, with Toxrill's end step ability, or whatever you want to call it, trigger, just get rid of all of these little creature token decks that are going wild in the meta right now. But we should just be okay with this small amount of removal, alongside also a couple of Eiganjos, because we've got quite a bit of life gain, both through the Lunarch Veteran and Elas il-Kor. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, we'll be gaining a life. We've also got lifelink on the Phyrexian Missionary. We've also got lifelink on the Liesa. We've also got some gaining life shenanigans with the Sheoldreds. Whenever it's our turn, we draw a card, as well as the Inspiring Overseer. So there's a lot of life gain, and that should help, reduce or make it okay that we don't have as much removal as I would like to run in a deck like this. Don't forget that the second part of Elas il-Kor, the Sadistic Pilgrim, says that whenever one of your creatures dies, you also get, you ping the opponent for 1 life as well, which is pretty nice. The rest of the deck is just, making sure that we can keep the stuff on the board. So between the Phyrexian Missionary and Liesa, the Phyrexian Missionary, when kicked, you can return a creature card from the graveyard to your hand. So if one of our important creatures dies, we can get it back with the Phyrexian Missionary. Same thing with Liesa. If something dies, it just ends up back in our hand. So pretty cool. Card draw through the Inspiring Overseer. The Anthem effect with the Shadow-Rite Priest. Pretty nice, but it doesn't end there. The Shadow-Rite Priest has a specific ability, very nice one. You can pay 5 mana. So usually you play this out on turn 4, and you cross your fingers and pray. And if they don't remove it, you untap on turn 5, play another land, then you can pay 5, tap it, sacrifice another cleric. You usually go for, I don't know, your Phyrexian Missionary or an Inspiring Overseer, or maybe even Elas il-Kor if necessary. And you can search your library for any black creature, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. So it can be Sheoldred, can be Liesa, can be one of Toxrill, onto the battlefield for 5 mana. Fan-freaking-tastic. And that should win the game, right? Then don't forget that all of these life gain things are going to be triggering our Voice of the Blessed. And what else have I got to say about the deck? That's really it. Being tribal, we get to play the Secluded Courtyard in a color combination that already has great mana, because we have Caves of Koilos and the Shattered Sanctum, and some Takenumas as an additional way to bring some stuff back to our hand. seems pretty decent, and I just cannot wait to see what the next set will bring that will flesh out this tribe and hopefully make it even better than it is already. Nothing else really? I think it's about time. Let me jump into some games. See how the deck performs on the Mythic Laser. I have fallen off a lot. I was testing this Banned Super Friends deck all day and fell right down into the lower 80s. It felt terrible. I honestly think that the majority of the other content creators that put up these Banned Super Friends decks are just cutting the bad matches out of their videos before they upload them, because I even copied some of the other guys, you know, just straight up net deck to get some idea of, and it's like 45% win rate. It just feels absolutely terrible. Yeah, that's a mulligan if I ever saw one. At least we're on the play. All will bow to the Whispering One. I wonder if this is gonna be like Dimir Tempo with the... What's her face? What's his face? The Jin. Haughty Jin. Cut down. Highly likely. Aha! Now you can't cut it down, can ya? I'm still Infernal Grasp it though. But that's okay. If they do, we can kick the Missionary next turn. If they don't, we play the Overseer. And if all else fails... Aha! It is the Haughty Jin, after all. So they've only got 1 mana open. That means they could be holding up Make Disappear. Yes. They'll have to sack the Tenacious Underdog to counter this. Nice. Double swing, for sure. Okay, so Dimir Tempo with the Haughty Jin. Pretty frustrating. That means they've sacrificed space for some counter magic to make room for the black spells in the deck. So now we are going to try and destroy evil. And if he counters it, we can play the Inspiring Overseer. Get 2 triggers on the voice. That ought to be GG, 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 GG. for that. I actually win against the Jhin like most of the time. It's just really frustrating kind of a deck to play, but yeah, sure. Now you need a sweeper or you're dead. Or 2 removal spells. Can't even blitz in your underdog. Bye-bye. Off you go. Get stuffed. Okay. Off you go, my dear fellow. That's how it's done. Sometimes you gotta remove your own creatures. Especially if you get even a clue token and they gain no life. Clutch plays, baby. Clutch plays. Feeling good. Game 1 victory for tonight always, hopefully, sets the stage for the rest of the performance of the brew for the rest of the night. Always like to put up videos where the win rate is positive, of course. Dragon. Wow, I'm surprised nobody else got that nickname. That's a very nice hand. Mire again, or is it going to be Esper? Cut down past the turn. Yes, it's Esper. Ah, there's definitely cut downs aplenty in this deck. Aplenty. This is new. Like, it's starting to make a bit of a comeback. I'm seeing it like 4 ofs. I was playing in the Pizza Box Open just the other day, actually, and ran into people running like main deck. Okay, back up Elas. Wouldn't mind a land though at this point, honestly. Maybe why don't you play out your Rafine, huh? Okay, so he played my land. Shelly. There's my land again. That's pretty annoying. You get to draw a card off of the D-pop. And bam, bam, bam. Now we got answer to that.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit for the win. Haven't you ever heard of personal space? Knew this was a waste of time.
You'll probably draw a card off the clue. Okay. Rather counter my Elas than draw a card. That's totally understandable. Okay, let's put a stop. And I just, like, the game should do that automatically. It's a little bit frustrating when that happens, honestly. Cut down. Okay, I mean we're burning through their cards, but we're not winning the card advantage. Yay, so cool. Unbelievable. Every single thing we've done has been dealt with. Every single turn. Every single thing I've done, every single turn has been dealt with. All right, on to the next match. When it's like that, it's just, it feels like this, like a conspiracy against you. It's like every single thing you do, the opponent just straight away has the perfect answer to it. You just concede, move on to the next one, save yourself some stress. Alright, 50-50. One win, one loss. Esper very strong right now. Probably the deck that got the best after the me took, honestly. Okay, it's going to be a Storm the Festival deck. Got Shelly. We either got depopulate or we are in business. Almost made a misplay there. I think we're gonna go for I'm actually going to go for Liesa in case he does hit us with the sweeper. And I won't attack because there's definitely a Wandering Emperor in his hand. Garen freaking Teed. Think I'm stupid? I told ya! Oh, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another depopulate? Sure. Wait. First, let's attack. We could have just won there, actually. But I want to show this off. Actually, oh, cancel. There we go. Now we win. Unless you got instant speed. No, the trigger's on the stack. Okay. Okay. Cool. Go down to...
Let me show you.
If I kill one of my own creatures, he dies straight away. Our trigger goes on the stack first. Nice. It's the second time we've had to do that. But, you know, it is what it is. You do what you gotta do. Okay. That felt good. Maybe I should have picked the Toxrill just for fun, but I could have just swung in with those creatures the previous turn and won the game outright. Okay, no, wait, sorry. He played the, yeah, he had the Wandering Emperor there. Lateralis 32. And we haven't seen Voice of the Blessed once in the whole time that we've been playing this deck. Sometimes I just find that to be a little bit funny. Yes. Four matches, not a single Voice of the Blessed. Second Dimir tempo deck. He's got something. There it is. You gotta burn those out of their hands. Otherwise you just, you know, you can't just win a game attacking with a 1/1. Wait for it to get bounced. But it's definitely a another one of these stupid decks. Yeah, man. Yeah, cool, bro. Yeah, just play a bunch of counter spells. Yeah, yes. Funnest type of magic ever, man. Barf-tastic. Two games in a row. The same nonsense. Dimir, Mr. Jin. Oh. Lame. Get a life. Counter spells are no fun. Oh, woohoo! Wow, we actually landed a freaking spell. Amazing. That's the problem with Dimir. Like, if you're playing the Jin, again, I said it earlier. Q. Wait. Swing first. Get the damage. This time I'm going for Toxie Boy. Feeling hopeful. Unless he found one of my removal spells. Wow. Third Siphon Insight. How do you like them apples? Imagine he found my Path of Peril. No problem. That's my Sheoldred. Also, no problem. Probably should have attacked there now in retrospect. How many does he get to look at? 2 cards of my deck. Sure. LOL. You're a dead man. You're a dead man. Amcha. Bye-bye. Unless he's got instant speed removal. You didn't put a... Okay. Hanging on for dear life. What do you got? What do you got? Lateralis 32. If you sweep us, we have the Liesa, so we can get our Toxrill back, and we have the mana to hardcast it. So, ooh, nice. Very nice, very nice. Doesn't see much play. Really like the card. Lol. The grottos are in the deck so that we can actually do this. Oh, is that all of our Liesas? Wait, what just happened there? Why did I get that back? Okay, sure. I'll take it. Still haven't seen a single copy of Voice of the Blessed in the entire match, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. We have life to spare, yeah. Thanks, deck. We needed another land there. It was just so crucial. What did you steal with your 3 copies of Siphon Insight on the top cards of your library? Let's see. nice. There's the Jhin. I knew you had him. Ridiculous. I think we'll still get him. Wait. Let's see if he attacks. Do this at end step. Because drawing a card is bad with our Sheoldred on your board. Very nice, very nice. How are we doing for time? Okay, we got another maybe 1 or 2 matches left in us before we call it a night. That was sick. That was sick. That was a really fun match. 2 of these Dimir decks back to back. I wonder if the algorithm, you know, sees us playing this, and because I haven't played against that deck at all in weeks, and now like suddenly 2 of them in one night when I'm playing this deck feels a bit strange, but yeah. Wow. Bloodfest. Path of Peril. Underdog, okay. There's still some people trying mono black, it seems. Wow, man. Really? Where's Sheoldred? Come on. Cut down. Again. Starting to really hate this freaking card. Let's put a stop in case it is a Sheoldred. No. Wow. Just wow. Landlord. 23 lands in the deck. 25, okay. Okay. Woohoo. All they did was cut the Meathook Massacre and play more targeted removal. I guess it makes sense, right? I mean, what I want them to do is burn as much of it as possible so that we can play our Liesa safely. And if they hit us with a Liliana now. Wow, so lame. Okay. Still no Shelly. Bugger off. We haven't seen Voice of the Blessed once. In how many games? mind-blowing. Mind-blowing stuff. Now let's hold on to that, just in case we need to bring something back. For a card. Maybe the Invoke, finally. Wouldn't be surprised. Bankbuster's so good. Bankbuster's so good. I think I can happily cut a land from this deck. Back up to 13. 2 legendaries in play. Can go for a very cheap Takenuma if we want. Otherwise, it's going to be a Toxrill. Oh, baby. Sluggy boy. Oi. You fucking slug. How are ya? Ooh.
I take no joy.
Lasses the Sorin, of all things. Great. Bet you there's an Invoke on the top of his library and he's like, I can't take 5 now. Banky boy. 2 mana, draw with the Banky boy. If we get rid of this thing and we swing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Quite enough, is it? So then let's go for you.
Balance may never be restored now.
How do we do this best? Still have not drawn a single Voice of the Blessed. Honestly, just blows my mind. I think we got you, Mr. Mono Black. I think we have you. 1, 2, 3 legendaries. Does that mean I can actually cast this for 1 black mana? Hell yeah. Another ping off of the Elas.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. I've always hated crowds.
Bye-bye. Game over. Oops. Alright, ladies and gents, we've arrived at the 40-minute mark. I think that is going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage. pretty convincing. I think 25 lands, we can quite happily cut it down to 24 and slip in maybe one more removal spell or maybe a Bank Buster or something like that. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe, I mean, there's obviously some very good clerics that we've obviously omitted from the deck, you know, now that we're diving back in and hitting you with my final thoughts. There's a very good one, the Anointed Peacekeeper, but it doesn't draw you cards like the Inspiring Overseer does. There's also Jiren, again, like just hilarious that we just played how many matches? We literally didn't even have it in our hand once in 5 matches, Voice of the Blessed. The actual main freaking win con. Didn't see it once, but we managed to get some very sweet victories just with the old slug over here and other lovely things. So it does feel pretty good. And again, we get to play the Secluded Courtyard, so it fixes mana even more than it's already fixed with the full availability of dual lands that we have in Standard at the moment. I just think that once we get the next set and there's going to be a bunch more new clerics to play with and maybe artifact synergies and things, this is going to be really, really fun. And I cannot wait to see what spoiler season brings. So stay tuned for that. Episodes of Spoiler Talk are going to be coming at you thick and fast. But no adjustments I would make. I would leave it just as it is for now. Please let me know in the comments. Have you been playing clerics? How have you been building it? And I will see you all tomorrow, of course, with another fresh brew. I'm going to be looking at Joda, 5-color humans. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.